special edition is on South Africa, highlighting the tourism champions who burn the midnight oil with their passion for South Africa. South Africa is a kaleidoscope of unique, iconic, hidden gems intertwined with world-renowned top 10 attractions, namely the Kruger National Park, Table Mountain, Robben Island, Cape Winelands, the Drakensberg, Isimangaliso Wetlands Park, the Durban Golden Mile, Blade River Canyon, Vilakazi Street, which is home to 3 Nobel Peace Prize winners, namely Nelson Mandela, Desmond Tutu, and Albert Luthuli. South Africa also is the foremost suppliers of gold and diamonds to the world. Or you can choose to sip wine at a famous wine farm, or consider the birthplace of world democracy and follow the footprints of legends like Mandela and Gandhi to victorious freedom. We offer a diversity of cultures, delectable cuisine like biltong, boerewors, malva pudding, chakalaka, braai and bunny chow. And our unique, captivating attractions are also on the menu. As a country, South Africa continues to inspire ourselves and the world with unique, new, better ways of overcoming challenges. Innovation inspires new ways to discover the roots of life, best describing the natural character, values and fabric of the people. Tourism is everyone's business in South Africa. Start the series of this afternoon is our 82-year-old company, Highgate Ostrich Farm. Welcome, Johan. It's so wonderful chatting to you this afternoon. You know, you and me have been indeed special friends, but a special welcome to the Dope News.
Thank you very much. It's just very dry in this part of South Africa at the moment, and we're really looking forward to lovely rains, which we hope is going to be here in a week or two.
Well, I'm sure it will be. I'm sure. Johan, can you tell me a little bit of this history of Highgate Ostrich Farm? I mean, 82 years. Wow, that is really historical. And just also, if you can touch on the last 2 years, the highlights of being in tourism.
Yes, I mean, Highgate, as you said, 82 years. We celebrated the 80th birthday 2 years ago, which is really something special for us to be known as the oldest, the first and the finest ostrich farm in the world. I mean, we as Callow family, we bought the farm 6 years ago from the Hooper family, who started in 1938. So very much proud for us, and it's also forming part of our farming activities, which is neighbor farms from Highgate Ostrich Farm. I mean, highlights, Bunny, you asking me. As I said, the celebration. Highgate is also known for our unique, exciting and educational tours. We are having 13 tours per day. Our food at Pepper Tree Restaurant is ranking as some of the best in the region. Also compete very strongly with the rest of South Africa, especially our Indian food. We managed to really get on top of serving really good Indian food, getting lots of compliments for that. We are very much involved in community projects, such as we are sponsoring the local rugby team now for 3 years. Highgate is also, it's the 26th year that we are sponsoring the Interprovincial Biathlon, which is taking place early in the year here on the farm. It's really something special. We also have made friends with wonderful people we have met, like yourself, over the years. We also have built very, very strong business relationship with agents globally.
Very interesting, Johan. I really like the community projects. I think once communities start benefiting from the tourism enterprises, then it becomes a sustainable development project. They take ownership of it, and you know that the spin offs are there in the community, and that's very, very important. And hats off to you guys for doing all these things. These are brilliant initiatives.
Thank you.
What are your survival plans currently with the farm being closed? Have you reduced staff, or what strategies have you put into place?
Maybe I must start with what impact the whole COVID had with us on the farm. It was very bad. I mean, we all been closed since the 26th of March. So it will be we thought it's only going to be for a few weeks. But business came basically to a standstill with no income and expenses not stopping either. Thankfully, the government introduced a temporary relief fund for our employees to replace their normal wages. Firstly, for the 3 months. Luckily, last week they announced that they're going to help us with another month and a half for 6 weeks. It will take us through to the 15th of August. And then I hope we can still negotiate and see if they can help us further the year. We've been closed now this week for 4 months. It's a terrible situation for this business to be in. Therefore, we are really, really desperate to open this business as quickly as possible. Now, the survival plans, luckily, as I mentioned earlier, the Highgate forms part of the bigger farming business, the family cattle portfolio business. And that helps a lot because there are still activities going on. The ostriches are out in the veld for the breeding season. So they're laying eggs. We're picking up eggs every day. We bring it down to the farm, to the incubators. We're raising the young ones. And we're also selling the feathers, the meat, the skins. So this still generates some income, which helps us at this terrible time.
Well, I think you definitely have the secret to a successful tourism business because you have diversified in so many other areas in your portfolio, your family portfolio. So this is why you can supplement the incomes of the Highgate Ostrich Farm. And that is remarkable. So your survival plan is very, very good, especially considering that you have the ostrich, Oudtshoorn is the ostrich feather capital in the world, am I correct?
You're quite right.
So is there still a demand for ostrich feathers in COVID?
Yes, for sure. I mean, feathers, there's a scarcity of feathers at this moment of time. So feathers, the price increased about 30% a few months ago. So, but there is some limitations now on export, as you can imagine. And it put a lot of pressure on the industry. But luckily, there's still a big demand. People love the meat. They still enjoy the products of ostrich skin. And then, as I said, the feathers, like in the early 1900s, very, very popular.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think the government has really offered us a lifeline with extending the TERS financial assistance. So does that mean that all your staff, you still have your full complement of staff at Highgate?
In a family business, we employed about 140 people, of which only the farming staff is on the farm. But we also have 3 guest houses on the farm, 4-star guest houses, and Highgate. But all that stuff, all of them are at home now for 4 months. It's terrible. It's terrible.
No, I agreed. But at least our government has come to the party by assisting us with the TERS. That I must admit, personally, even we have been blessed to have received that, as you indicated with yourself also.
For sure. If it wasn't for that, that would be a lot of stress on our employees as well. I mean, there's a lot of appreciation from their side as well.
And currently, what kind of marketing initiatives do you have in place? So Highgate Ostrich Farm is still top of mind for prospective clients?
Yes, for sure. I'm sitting in office every day, so I'm answering the emails, sending out rates. We announced that we're going to respect the rates of of this year, rolling it over to 2021, just to accommodate our agents and also our clients. So yeah, I'm busy on a daily basis, as there's not that much going on at Highgate at this moment of time. 80% of my time, I'm busy with marketing to just keep contact with people like yourself, and also just to say hello and hi, and just to find out how things that side of the world. And I think that's important, because after 5 years in the office for me, you made so many friends all over the world, and you have to keep contact.
Absolutely.
It's nice for me to say hello.
That's true, and it's very reassuring when you're talking to your colleagues that we're all in the same boat sometimes through COVID. But more importantly, that everyone's still healthy and well. Johan, let's look into the future now. What type of traveler do you think will be coming through to Highgate, initially post-COVID?
I think we will start with the youngsters firstly, because I think the older people are quite scared for the virus. I mean, if I just see what's happening in South Africa, the older people are really trying to stay at home and rather ask the young ones to go out and do the shopping for them. But I mean, we must be honest, it will be cautious customers that's going to travel first. And I think the millennials tend to be a bit more adventurous, so they will be probably the first ones to travel. We know that although people still have the desire to travel, they will be much more cautious in their pursuit of this. Not only will they need to be pursued, they will be most likely only feel safe enough to embark on their travels once they are satisfied that there are safety standards in place at the least.
Right. And what safety and security protocols are you putting in place at Highgate so that your visitors will have peace of mind?
Previously, we had one guide per group of 30 people. But the safety measures from now on will be as follows. Hand sanitizers and disinfectant will be available at our guests at the moment they step down from the bus or their cars. Everybody needs to wear a mask or a face shield. Each guest's temperature will be monitored. We will divide the group into smaller groups with a guide to each group. We're also considering split the time frames of the tours. Let's say that the tours will start in shorter time intervals. With the smaller groups, social distancing will be more manageable. The tours are conducted mostly outside and not in confined space. That's a big advantage here on the farm. In our showroom, the guests will also be allowed to shop in smaller numbers. The showroom will be sanitized during the day and will be completely sprayed each afternoon. Our staff will also wear their mask at all times and use the sanitizers before and after each completed transaction. The restrooms and the bathrooms will be cleaned throughout the day with an alcohol-based cleaning product. And in our restaurant will be open full day, and the general 1.5 distance rule can easily be applied as we have enough space, as you know it, on the farm.
Well, you definitely got all the things worked out to the finest detail, Johan. But I must compliment you. Your restaurant, wow, it is one of the best in the country. Your family indeed are excellent cooks. I mean, you can't get a better meal in the garden route. You definitely are tops in your restaurant area. Your wife is brilliant in her cooking. And to have captured and learned the Indian method of cooking, I mean, I think she cooks much better than me even.
Thank you for that compliment. I will tell her that. She will be very proud to hear it. Thank you, Bunny.
Please do that. Now, Johan, I know you have, whenever I've come to your place, there's always been buses and you have all your series. How are you going to go to try to attract those group travel that used to be coming to your establishment?
I think that will be a bit of a challenge. As I said, I mean, we are aware that a lot of the travelers might be more economically modest because of the effects of the pandemic. Hence, Highgate will be supplying highly competitive rates to ensure our place in the market. All of us are currently very healthy and safety orientated. We therefore understand that our clients will be even more careful while traveling. So, to ease any fears, we plan on adopt our current COVID-19 protocols and guidelines as a more permanent fixture within our business. Even after the pandemic has stabilized, we will be offering more relaxed bookings and cancellation policies to ensure flexibility for those who are still apprehensive about traveling post-corona. This means our guests will have options and will not be bound by penalties while planning their future travels. And then lastly, with our open space on the countryside, all our safety measures, I really do believe that we are ready to welcome our first guest at this moment.
Well, that's the secret why you are so successful and why Highgate has been in business for so long. It's because you always provide very personalized attention and you're in the front line most of the time. So you are really one of those tourism warriors in Oudtshoorn that works in the front line trenches with your team.
Thank you.
Johan, what are your tips and guidelines for your partners and stakeholders?
We have learned that grace is the key to surviving this pandemic as an industry. We are also suffering in the same ways and are fighting the same battles. We always try to be as accommodating as possible when it comes to special requests and difficult choices. In turn, we have enjoyed grace and patience from our various business partners and counterparts. As we all know, crisis can bring out the best parts of people. We have learned to take inventory on the wonderful working relationship we have built over the years and continue to build on them. Whether you are a company, a travel agent, a guide, receptionist, or proper owner, we are all connected by the good and the bad industry enjoys. We might as well support each other fully at this moment.
Oh, Johan, such wise words. The industry needs to be inspired by these words. And I think this is the reason why you are one of the leaders in Oudtshoorn and in the garden route. Your pepper tree restaurant, your low rates and flexibility and protocols are definitely a winning formula for welcoming all your clients back to Highgate post-COVID.
No.
And in closing, Johan, what is your final message to the world or to the tourism stakeholders?
I'm sure everyone will agree that this is the most difficult and challenging times that we are facing in the industry ever. Through it all, remaining hopeful has stood out for me. No matter how dire the situation may be, there is always something positive to look forward to and to focus on. We still believe we will prevail, but not only recover, but prosper as an industry. We need to have a trusting relationship with our agents. That's really very important. This will give you the peace of mind that we will take every effort to ensure that our guests are safe and will have a memorable visit to us. COVID-19 has a huge impact on all of us, but I do believe that we will be ready soon for our international visitor. We just need to make some adjustments to ensure the safety of all our guests. That's what I have to say.
Oh, Johan, excellent. I love the bit that the industry is going to prosper so much more and through hope. Yeah. You are a real inspiration. You're a very good friend in the industry. You've mentored so many people, and I would like to thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and your guidance and spending this time with the Dope News. I wish you everything of the best in the future, and I'm sure with your collaboration, with your openness, Highgate Farm will soon be turning 100 years very well.
Thank you, Bunny. Thank you so much, and thank you for such a loyal supporter of Highgate. My family really appreciate it.
Well, thank you once again so much, Johan. All the best. This is Bunny Bula signing off from the Dope News on the series African Voices on the Roadmap to Growth. And we'd like to thank Johan, our special guest from Highgate Ostrich Farm, for sharing his wisdom and his guidance with us today. Take care and be blessed. Bye.